glistening today. No Lisha today.
Yeah. Hola, conventionals.
Hola.
¿Cómo están? Hope you're all doing well.
Hi, Jean.
Let me type that in there.
I'm going to say hello.
That seems to keep our live chat working. If I actually post a chat, that actually continues to work.
Did you use the chat?
If I use the chat, well, when I haven't used it before, it doesn't work. So.
Well, I hope everybody's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how many days this.
I don't know, forever.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
Hey, Teddy, Mongrel Alto, sweet. Our neighbors.
Oh yeah, there's Teddy. Hola. Hola, Audrey.
Hi, Audrey.
Glad you could make it.
Yep. Hope everyone is doing well. We're hanging in there.
Yep.
I woke up this morning and like, it's Saturday. I don't have any meetings today. JP's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. She has meetings every day now.
But not on Saturday or Sunday.
Nope.
Hey, Craig. Oh, by the way, your photography is incredible.
Yeah, Craig, your picture amazing.
Yeah, you're extremely talented. Thank you for sharing your website with us.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome. How's Mrs. S? Hola, Mrs. S. Jorge, hola. Bill from Texas. It's nice to see people from near and far.
Yeah. Ooh, hi from Cuenca.
Oh, hey.
Hola, Ed.
I feel like we haven't been to Cuenca in like forever.
Yeah, it does feel forever.
Yes, it's crazy. It's only been a couple months.
Yeah. And if you haven't yet, take a moment to subscribe.
Oh, yes, please.
And ring the bell.
We would appreciate that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm feeling a little steamy today.
Yeah, she just did her workout.
I did.
And then she likes to take scalding hot showers. She doesn't take cold showers to like cool off. She takes a scalding hot shower, and then she comes out sweatier than when she went in.
Well, I'm going to be sweaty anyway, so does it really matter? I might as well enjoy a hot shower. That was a luxury that we did not really have consistently in Cuenca.
In Cuenca, because our hot water heater was too small for the size of our house, so we didn't have hot water regularly.
But here, the hot water is awesome. It's steamy.
Yeah.
I don't care how hot it is. Hot shower all the way.
Yeah. We wanted to take a moment and thank you all for your donations, all of you who were financially able to donate. We really appreciate it. The people of Alone, thanks to Jenny and Steffi and Luis and Stefano and everybody else. Emma.
Yep. Thank you all. You guys are amazing.
Yeah. And thanks to them and your donations, they have been able to feed even more people in the last week. So it's awesome.
Yep. And thanks for helping to feed the dogs and cats too.
Yeah. And I have pictures. That Teddy sent me of them. All the bagged food. They buy the huge bags and then they break them down into smaller bags and hand those out to people so that they can feed their dogs and cats.
Yeah, and I think that they actually walk a long ways with all that dog food.
And they pull it on behind their bike.
Yeah, so they're getting their workouts.
Yes.
There's a lot of people working hard to make sure everybody's A-okay out here.
Yeah.
Whether you have 2 legs or 4 legs. Sorry, I have an itch.
It's probably
I'll sit still. Oh, don't say
that. We have lots of ants, sugar ants.
Yes.
They're so tiny.
Yes, but they are
very
resourceful.
Everybody is working really hard here, and it's just amazing to see how the community is coming together. Hope you guys got to see the community garden video that we just posted yesterday. We really enjoyed filming that and seeing what they're doing here and kind of trying to return some of the land back to the farm that it used to be.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're excited. We'll be excited to see it progress.
Yeah, hopefully this is something that people can replicate in other parts of the world and be inspired by this little community to help, to start growing more of its own food and get back to the way things used to be before everything was centralized. And
yes, hopefully so. All right, let's say hi to a few more people.
Okay.
So we got Chili Whack.
Chili Whack.
Joan Allen, hi. See, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Chili Whack, BC, Canada. Hey, Hill Country Hit, or Chick.
Hill Country Hit.
I always want to turn that into Chick, sorry. From Texas. Richard and Fabiola Ola from Cuenca. Oh, Jean's going to be our neighbor here relatively soon. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, when you can. Ola from Tampa. Nestor Benal. I'm gonna get this. Benalcazar.
Nice. Jean, I have no idea when the government offices are going to be open. They just extended the curfew until the 25th, the full red light curfew. They've got this red light, yellow light, green light thing that they're going to start implementing at some point. But today is not that day.
And hola, Kathy. Thanks for your email about the sourdough advice. My sourdough is not being very cooperative.
No, it's definitely been a process. It's a learning process, right?
Sourdough smells good, but it just isn't the right consistency. It's still too, I guess, thin?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be marshmallowy, the sourdough starter, but it's really not. It's kind of more doughy still.
We got a couple people from California, Ola, and from Boquete, Panama.
Boquete.
Boquete.
How do you pronounce it?
Boquete.
Boquete.
We're totally.
I think it's pronounced Boquete. If it's Espanol and not like Aztec or something.
Or Spanglish like what I just did. Sorry. Anyway, hola. Nestor said you pronounced his name properly. Good job.
All right.
I'm impressed. So we've been busy working through some of the issues we had with PayPal. So JP, have you checked it lately? I'm cautiously
PayPal
optimistic.
is working. I was finally able to get someone competent. Her name was Elaine, and she did a great job helping me get it all figured out. After 6 days of battling PayPal, they kept locking our account. Every time I would either try to make a withdrawal or a transfer, or somebody would make a big donation, they would lock it for unusual, suspicious activity.
Yeah.
So I finally got Elaine online, and I sent her a link to our video and said, we're fundraising and we had no idea it was going to raise this much money, and please unlock it so we can feed people. And she had it unlocked within 5 minutes of me sending her a link to our video.
Yep.
So thankfully. Okay.
So Hill Country Hicks said her mother-in-law sent her a recipe to make beer bread. So we've got to try that.
Yeah, my mom sent me a recipe to make beer bread too, but I'm afraid, I don't know if I want to use my beer.
Well, I think we should. Pilsner Light does not seem to be very popular, so I think we should buy that. There's
Pilsner Light to bake bread.
I don't know. And hey, from Rob from Fort Lauderdale, he said that the police department's out patrolling using a drone. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Those drones, they're pretty effective. Minnie hasn't been out all week.
Yeah, I haven't had Minnie out since last week.
Yeah, she's due. We're due to do some other types of videos, although it's kind of hard to know what, since, as you know, we're in a quarantine situation here.
Hank Williams. Sounds like a country singer.
Yes, it does.
We had just passed $19,000 today total.
Yeah, it is just,
I'm
shocked.
That's before the banking fees. So the banks have taken like $700 of that. But if you can tell, I'm not a fan of banks. So it's about after the banking fees, it's about $4,000 for pets or dogs and cats, and about 14 for people.
Yes.
14,000 for people.
So, hey, Miguel from Manta. It's nice that we have some coastal people here. One day we're going to actually get to visit Manta. And somebody asked, what brand is Mini? What brand is Mini?
Mini is a DJI Mavic Mini.
I should know this by now, you guys.
Yeah.
Shame on me for not remembering.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're good. Things are good. We're just hanging in, working. And, well, it was a stressful week dealing with PayPal.
Yeah.
Because, of course, as soon as we raise that money, we want to be able to give it to people.
And they wouldn't let us have it. So it was really, and so we were using our own money to try and help cover the cost of things, because hoping that we would get reimbursed, but because we already donated several hundred of our own before we even started the fundraiser. And so we were a little bit tapped out, but we're doing what we can. So that was a lot of stress, and I didn't sleep very much this week, and thankful that we were able to get withdrawal.
Yes. Hey, Steve, good to see you're chatting. Sorry you're freezing. I know the weather's been crazy. In Denver, I know they got a lot of snow too, like a foot of snow. And it's middle of April, although that's not that unusual for Colorado. I don't know about Buffalo. Good news is that we've been having more vegetable deliveries here, and it seems like the food's been a little more consistent this week.
Yeah, it has been.
So I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that continues, because that was a little scary. I think we talked about that last week, or that was like a week and a half ago when the mercados just weren't really opening.
Yeah, there was
slim
several days in a row and the mercados were not open, and when they were open, they had virtually nothing.
Yeah, and long lines.
And long lines. So I was starting to get really worried, but this week has been much better. They've done better at getting their food deliveries in. And yes, somebody asked about price gouging. I don't know if I'd really call it price gouging. The prices have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a supply and demand issue, because a lot of the growers stopped growing because they don't want to go take all their stuff to the mercados and risk getting exposed, where everybody else is. And so they've stopped growing, and they're just basically eating their own food until this goes by. So the growers who are left and still delivering their food to the mercados are charging more, because it's a supply and demand. There's more demand than there is supply. And when that happens in a capitalist economy that's unregulated, prices go up. So that's what's happening. We're seeing price of, like Jenny said in the video, price of like broccoli and cauliflower is double. Tomatoes and onions we're about triple. I think eggs have gone up to about triple the previous cost.
I think so.
It's it's an unfortunate side effect, but the farmers who are risking their lives to deliver their food to the mercados, you could argue they deserve to be paid a little bit more than what they were before. I don't know.
The good news is that Jenny told us that they were able to negotiate better prices with one of the local mercados here. So they're getting more bang for their buck. So we're really happy to hear that. And they're also working with some of the farmers to get more vegetables to disperse to people, because you cannot just live on white flour products.
No.
I mean, you can for the short term, but we don't want people to be unhealthy.
Yeah, we need to boost their immune systems too.
Yeah, so the rumor is that there's a couple of people that died here allegedly from coronavirus. I say allegedly, not because I think people are lying, but because there's no testing, so we don't really know for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And we're being diligent.
As much as we can be.
Yeah.
We get lots of comments worrying about us, and sorry, my shirt is bugging me. Worrying about us and the volunteers, and we're too close, and we should stay home, and we can't let people starve to death. I mean, the virus is one front in this war, starvation is the other. And unfortunately, we can't feed people if we stay at home. There is no Amazon delivery. King Soopers is not delivering to people. And the government's not here. The government is completely absent. We've seen the military a couple times in the very beginning yelling at people to get off the beach. Other than that, it's pretty much us. I rarely even see a police officer here right now. So it's the volunteers, the community leaders, and the business owners who are helping feed the people of Alone who are unemployed, because there's no tourism right now. So we're doing the best we can. There's limited space. There's limited time because of the curfew.
Right.
And there's several people helping, and I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Well, and they, like we said, we didn't show it, but they are using alcohol on their hands, and they've gotten even better masks. And they know they need to try to stay away, and they're taking precautions. But like JP said, it's like they got to feed people. There's so many people that need food. They delivered 45 bags of food yesterday, and they're just on a roll.
Yeah, they're really doing great. It's amazing what they're able to get done in such a short amount of time with so few people.
Yeah, and the demand is big. There's a lot of little communities here that are on the other side in the mountains that we've never even seen before, but those people they need help. Everybody needs help. And like JP said, we just haven't seen a lot of government involvement. And I think mostly that's because they're dealing with the crisis that's going on in the Guayas province. I mean, it's just a mess out there.
Yeah, they're in the bigger cities, the government and the police, and they're in the bigger cities that need, have more people, and they need more resources. Out here in the boondocks, we're kind of left to our own devices, and we're really thankful that this community is so strong and is really coming together to help each other.
Well, and you know what, I see posts on Facebook. It's not just alone, and it's not just this area. There's a lot of communities that are really taking care of each other, and it's so awesome to see that everybody's pitching in and trying to help their neighbors.
Mhm.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah.
There's hope. We need a little hope since we're quarantined.
Hey, Rob, we have a email list called Deb's List that's run by Deb. And that's where we get a lot of our news. And then there's also a Facebook group called Alone Life, and there's a lot of information posted there as well. Those are our two main sources of news for this area. It's just too small. I mean, it would be like, I'm trying to think, like my small town in Kansas having its own, news source. It just...
Yeah.
You look for the local paper, but there are no local papers anymore.
It's definitely word of mouth. So there's a comuna, and they do announcements all the time, but I have no clue what they're saying. And it's not because they're speaking in Spanish. I would not understand it in English because the speaker is so bad. It's so distorted.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they just yell.
And the dogs howl. So on top of what it sounds like in an old McDonald's intercom system, the dogs are howling.
I know, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
They get on at like 10 to 2 every day, and I'm pretty sure they're telling everybody to go home. And there is this one dog that always howls afterwards. It's like he's like the exclamation point.
Yeah. He's like, do what they say.
Hey, Trinidad, in the house. Alan, hi, Alan. I know it's like 1:30 in the morning there, if I recall correctly. That's what he said last time.
Thanks, Jill. We're really thankful that we're here and able to help.
Wow, 12,000 dead in Guayas, according to the BBC. I saw something about that briefly. We've been going today. I haven't taken the time to read any articles. And honestly, sometimes I just don't want to because it's just kind of depressing.
Yeah, we saw that in Santa Elena. They said that in the first 13 days of April, 433 people had died. And normally during that time, it would have been about 40. And so that they think it's basically 10 times more people have died in the first 2 weeks of April than should have normally died. And that's just in La Libertad, Santa Elena, and Salinas. And we know that, we've been told that several people in this area have died with coronavirus symptoms, but like Amelia said, they don't have tests here, so we have no way of knowing. But
Right.
I mean, I think we can safely assume that people have it and are dying here from it, just like everywhere else.
Well, and like everywhere else, because so many people are asymptomatic or their symptoms are so mild, most, you might not even know. It's mind-boggling.
Mhm.
So to change the subject, Darlene, I know I am way behind on my cooking videos, and we will get back on that.
Yeah, we actually have one ready to post, but I think I'll post that tomorrow.
Oh, I thought you posted it already.
It's ready to go, but I don't like competing videos. So we
Okay.
posted the garden video yesterday, and then we posted this live stream today, and then tomorrow will be a recipe.
Yeah, and we also have to do our Q&A video because we're like a week behind on that. We're a little behind, you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been busy.
We have been busy.
Yeah, we'll get our.
You think we'd have more time? Sorry to interrupt you because we're sitting at home, but that's not the case. But we'll get that done, and then we'll get some more cooking videos done.
Mhm.
We actually have a lot of fun doing those. We kind of goof around with it.
Yeah, those are fun.
They are, and we do eat a lot. So
Yeah, Amelia showed us how to use green plantains, plátanos verdes, in our next
so I
cooking
made
video.
tortillas. They're good.
Plantain tortillas.
Yep,
They are delicious.
plantains are easy.
Yeah, we can still easily get plantains here. In
Yes,
fact, we
they're
have a
very
plantain
popular.
tree just like right across the street from us.
So Hank said his nephew is a doctor in New York City and says it's horrific. Yeah, I can't even imagine being a doctor during all of this. And Denton said, do you see that, JP? The Air Force Thunderbirds just buzzed Denver,
Oh, wow.
honoring first responders. That's cool.
That's cool.
That's nice. I think they're flying the flags at half-mast here to honor those who have died from the coronavirus.
Is
I
it
saw that.
half-mast or half-staff?
Half-staff, you're right. I think mast is a ship.
Shipping term.
I was close. And yes, Richard, I am missing the beach horribly, but we can hear it
Sometimes.
sometimes. Yes.
Yeah, we've had low tide now, so
Yeah, it hasn't been as loud lately.
no.
Hey, Daisy. Daisy misses it too. She was being a little stinker. I think she was in a bad mood. She was getting snippy with my sweet little Alicia. They were acting like teenagers that had been cooped up together for too long in the house.
Yeah. The gardens are coming along. We're going to be filming those as they continue to progress. So they're going to finish working the land in the next week or so, and then they're going to fertilize it, and then hopefully we get some rain. God, we haven't had rain in over a month.
Yeah, it drizzled a little bit this morning, which was really nice, but that was it. So we have not met Dr. Wilmer, the vet in Olone. No, we have not. I'm sure we'll meet him at some point, hopefully under good circumstances and not under bad circumstances. And I'll tell you guys, we've been obsessing over our little growing our garden project of our own. We go out there all the time and just look.
Yeah.
Anything happening? Anything happening?
Yeah. So I guess a watch pot never grows.
Yeah.
We have successfully planted squash. We put 5 seeds in a pot, and we have 5 little seedlings.
I know, it's so exciting.
And they're like perfect. They're really beautiful. And the garlic is growing. Our first round of beets, we were growing some beet greens from the tops of our beets. They didn't survive, but we got bigger beets because we think those were just too small, and the bigger beets are doing better.
So Pamela has a question: is all vegans food spicy? I want to become vegan, but I can't handle spicy food at all. Nope. The answer is no. It is not all spicy, and we cook with spices, heavy spices all the time because we love spicy food. But you can, especially if you cook at home, you can obviously cut the spice. And there's a ton of variety. I think almost anything you can get as regular, like animal. Conventional, thank you, dish, you can veganize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen our website, lottavedge.com, but we have a ton of recipes on there, all categorized, and most of those are not spicy. And you can always taper back on the spicy ingredients to make it less spicy.
Herbie said his dog is barking at Daisy right now.
Oh, Daisy, somebody's barking at you.
Oh, really? So Hill Country Hicks said, take dry beans in your pantry and plant them, they'll grow. So, wow. So you just, like the garlic, you just stick a bean in there? Do you have to soak them or anything?
Garlic's not a bean.
No, the garlic clove. You just take a clove of garlic. You don't even peel it. You stick it in the dirt, and then it should start growing. Is that how it works? We must investigate this.
Yes. Yeah.
I love beans.
I know you can grow beans.
I guess I even thought about like green beans. I just didn't think about.
No, from dry. No, you can grow dried beans.
Well, why have we not discussed this?
I don't know. I guess
JP's been holding out on me.
I haven't even looked up how you're supposed to do it.
Well, that'll be next. The first onion we tried did not work, so we're going to try a different way.
A different method.
Yes, a different method. So it's a process. We're learning. But it's a lot of fun. And like I said, we go out there multiple times a day and just look at them like a couple of idiots.
Yeah.
I'm sure the guy above us is like, what the hell are they doing?
I know. What I really want is the tomato and the pepper to sprout. And of course, they're not sprouting. I was shocked that all 5 of the seeds that we planted for the squash sprouted because we only need 1 of those. It'll be a huge plant. So we already talked to Juan Carlos. He's going to come over and make us a raised bed, and there's already a lattice. We're going to try and grow them vertically so they don't take up so much room.
So Darlene said you can just stick it in the dirt, same with potatoes and tomatoes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we did with our tomatoes is we sliced it and stuck it in the dirt. But it has not
Well, we need to be patient.
But it's only been 6 days.
It feels like, because maybe you guys tell us if you're feeling the same. Are you feeling like it's been like 6 months since all this started and when it's only been a month?
Yeah, it feels like Groundhog Day.
I feel like I've completely lost track of time. It's very weird. And I used to tell time by my meeting schedule for work, but now since I have meetings every day, it's really hard to differentiate. I do know when it's Saturday and Sunday because I have meetings.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only 2 times of day now, coffee time and wine time.
Yeah, Darlene said that she hasn't been outside of her apartment in 4 weeks. Good for you. That's hard. We obviously have not been quite that diligent.
No.
It's hard not to get cabin fever, I agree. Daisy, I thought she was going to lose it, but she's been a little bit better lately. I think she's just kind of adjusted. There's these.
Yeah, the tomatoes are in quarantine and the peppers. That was a beautiful, beautiful tomato, and it smelled amazing, and it really pained me to cut it up and put it in dirt.
JP has said that over and over and over again, but it was his idea.
Yeah,
it's not like I took the tomato from him and said, no, we are going to plant this.
I know. Well, you have to plant the best tomato if you want good tomatoes, but he may not want to germinate.
Well, we'll find out. Somebody says, oh, Liz says she feels like she's aged 5 years in the past 2 months. Yeah, it's weird. It's just really weird. And it's hard to stay motivated. Like I did my workout today and I got to stick with it partially because I get restless and I'll start to go crazy if I don't move around too much and then I get irritable. But also I was like, well, I know you can't just sit here and just do nothing but like make bread and eat bread.
I've been making a lot of bread.
I don't want to look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Be strong and healthy.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically healthy, right, Daisy? Daisy came over so I could pet her now. Alicia's actually not sitting here with me today, which I'm kind of okay with because she makes me really hot. Audrey said, yeah, can't believe it's only been a few weeks since we were having cervezas and alone. I know it. It's so weird.
Yeah.
JP said to me the other day, he's like, oh, well, let's go watch the sunset. And he's like, oh, yeah,
I forgot. We can't go out.
There is no going out.
No. Can't go out. We haven't seen the sunset except from Minnie in 5 weeks.
And pictures, people have been posting some beautiful pictures. Like sunsets seem to be amazing.
Yeah. That's one thing we miss in our condo is not having a view of the ocean.
I know. But that's all right. This would be a lot more difficult if we had to take Daisy up and down the stairs all the time. Although we'd be in better shape, I guess, if we were going up and down the stairs all the time.
Yeah, we have been we've been cooking a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
We've been cooking a lot.
We have been cooking a lot. What did we cook that was new?
You're planting tortillas and...
Well, JP tried making watermelon steaks.
Oh, yeah, I made watermelon steaks.
Which were good. He just needed to cook them long.
Yeah, I didn't cook them long enough.
That's one we thought we would share.
Yeah, we'll probably share that one. Daisy, don't eat our beets.
I don't think Daisy's that interested in lettuce.
She's like, what's going on?
The biggest reason we want to get a raised bed is to keep her from trampling the plants.
Yeah, she will trample everything.
Yeah, she gets really excited when there's a cat out there. She's not interested in birds. Mm-hmm. Not the birds, the fly birds.
The birds that fly?
Well, I was thinking like chickens. Because we were out the other day, you see there's animals all over the place. So there's dogs and there's cats and there's chickens. And they're all in the same spot. And they all just leave each other alone. Daisy is like crazy.
Yeah, she won't leave anything alone. Except the other dogs.
Yeah, she's not interested in the dogs. So she doesn't completely shame us. Yeah, Darlene, I know I see the pictures online about animals that are reclaiming the beaches and other areas. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. And just the air quality being better. So there is a plus.
Yeah. I'll get right on that, on the fence. She just plows right through. We've actually tried fences before, and
oh yeah,
they don't keep her out. She just if there's a cat, she just has no awareness of what's in her surroundings. She just goes berserk. So
Darlene says she's learning Tai Chi. So we did one Tai Chi.
I'm fine with doing more. She's blaming this on me, and she suggested doing it right after I'd been editing a video, and I was too tired, and I said, well, let's do it some other time, or do it tomorrow, and then we both forgot about it, and it's been a week, and we haven't done it again.
Yeah, we're due.
To do the ball.
I know.
What is it?
Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, that's a good one. It's good moving meditation.
Yeah.
So we need to get back on that.
Yeah, I enjoy the Tai Chi.
Good. All right, well, we can do that later.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like doing it today.
See? Just like you're stretching, JP Stone Street.
Yeah,
I'm
more,
publicly nagging you right now.
I know. I'm more introverted than Amelia. So when we're done with these, I'm exhausted and she's bouncing off the walls. She gets energized by doing our public live streams.
Richard, we do have air conditioning. We just mainly use it at night when we're sleeping, just so that we don't have like a $400 electric bill.
Yeah.
And also, we're not huge fans of air conditioning. It definitely dries us out, our sinuses. But for sleeping, it is a must. Every once in a while, we turn it on in here. But today, it's been overcast, and like I said earlier, it was drizzly, so it's actually been kind of pleasant.
Yeah, if you guys can see that fan right there, I sit right under that to work. So I'm good. I got a nice strong breeze on me.
Yeah, that fan works really well.
Fruit Ninja.
Where's that? What's a fruit ninja?
I don't know. I said that my movement looked like a fruit ninja.
Oh, that's funny. We have a Roku, but honestly, we haven't even hooked it up since we've been in here.
Yeah, we haven't turned on the television since we've been here in 2.5 months.
We just watch TV on the computer, and then of course we have YouTube and
yeah, we've been
Netflix.
There's a really good course that was on YouTube, right?
That was on Gaia.
Oh, on Gaia, the Tai Chi?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a membership to Gaia for yoga, and they have Tai Chi, and they have they have a couple other things, and some Pilates and stuff like that. And then I look at, you can do YouTube videos too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great resources that are available online that you don't have to pay for, which is awesome. Hey, Jenny. The Alone crew, the Alone volunteers. We need to come
Where
up
did you see that? I didn't even see it.
right there. The smiley face.
Oh, Jennifer Bayer. I see it. I was looking for Jenny.
Oh, that's her nickname.
Hola, Jenny.
Thanks for joining us. The Alone volunteers are here if anybody wanted to have them answer any questions.
Yep.
They are available via chat, not here in our living room. You guys probably would have heard the door open if that was the case. It's very quiet.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have anything else?
I'm reading the comments.
Oh. I think Pamela asked a minute ago if we could use Minnie to tape the sunset. We have done that before. But I realized I was a little bit nervous because if Minnie goes down and I have to go find her, I'd have to break the curfew to go find her, and I'm not a rule breaker. I don't want to risk getting fined or arrested to go if Minnie decides to do a uncontrolled descent.
That would be bad. No, maybe Minnie can do a sunrise. I guess you can't see a sunrise here.
Not over the ocean because it's that way.
We're facing the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Minnie cannot travel that far.
Well, and also I don't really want to wake the neighbors up because she is small, but she is kind of loud when she takes off. So wouldn't want to wake the neighbors up at 6:20 in the morning or 6:30 to go video the sunrise.
Oh, hey, Luis. Thanks for joining us.
Hola, Luis.
So Darlene asked if the dogs are friendly there. I think most of them are. They're all pretty chill. We haven't had any dogs bother Daisy on the beach. They come up, she's always on the leash too. They come up, they want to play, but we see there's all dogs of all shapes and sizes here. Now we have seen people walking their dogs through town occasionally, and this was obviously before the quarantine, and it was at night, and some of the dogs got a little scary territorial. So I would be a little cautious.
And Jenny said that they delivered 60 bags today.
Wow.
And they are available for any questions. So if you guys have any questions for the volunteer crew, you can feel free to post those in the live chat. They're monitoring it.
Jeez Louise, 60 bags. That's a lot. You guys must be wiped out.
Yeah, I bet you're tired. That's 3 times what you were doing.
Wow. Yes, we do have toilet paper. There is not a toilet paper shortage here at all. And there doesn't appear to be a mask shortage. People are just making masks here.
Yeah.
We don't have the official ones, but that's all right.
Thank you, Truth. I'm glad you enjoyed the drone videos.
Yeah, they're nice. You know, JPS, I'm surprised. It feels like you haven't done one in a month, but it has not been that long. Like I said, it's just, we're in such a weird time warp. Gosh, I cannot believe you guys did 60 bags. Wow. I'm so impressed. That's a lot of hustle.
Yeah. Richard, Jenny has a page, jenny.bear or something or other. Jenny, I don't know if you want to share your Facebook page for Richard so he can see all the pictures that you post. So Jenny and Steffi post, and everybody post pictures every day of all the people that receive the donations.
Yeah. So Richard just named you guys volunteers of Alone. I kind of like it. You guys need a name. Otherwise, we just call you Jenny and crew. I don't know if that's, I guess that's okay.
Hola, Warren and Julie.
Hola.
They're in Cuenca.
Yeah, I bet Cuenca's really quiet right now. No driving. It's been nice here. The one thing I don't miss are the cars on the roads in the town. I mean, Olone's teeny tiny, but it's still nice to not have to worry. We can just walk down the middle of the street. I like that.
Yep.
The dogs like it.
Jenny, I'll let you answer. Hopefully you're still there. I'll let you answer. The people are asking what are in the bags.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So somebody asked, what kind of sewage system does Alone use? Well, when we flush the toilet, it goes somewhere. I know that we have a septic tank with laterals in the backyard that they pump out every once in a while. I'm not really sure.
We're not really sure.
It's underground.
Sandra, I like that. Olone Tears.
Ooh, Olone Tears. That's a good name.
All right, keep them coming. Let's brainstorm some names.
The Olone Tears.
Yes, I hope, and gosh, I hope in a couple of months things are going back to normal. I really think that, well, I just don't even know what to say. I think it's going to be another 3 to 4 weeks. JP thinks it's going to be longer. I don't know.
Yeah, based on those curves from the 1918 epidemic, I think it's going to be quite a bit longer. But I'm not I cannot say that word, virologist. I just say stuff on YouTube.
And no, the surfing is not open yet.
We do not drink the tap water, Darlene.
Oh, no.
Here. We did in Cuenca, although every time I said something about how great the tap water was in Cuenca, somebody said we shouldn't be drinking it. But
we lived there 2.5 years and we never had a problem.
No.
But in Olone, elsewhere in Ecuador, you cannot drink the water. I've heard you can in parts of Quito, but we don't know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not, the issue is it's just not chlorinated. It's nice water. We use it, we boil it when we use it for anything. We wash our dishes in it, but we boil it to wash our veggies.
Yeah. Not alone in Alone volunteers. And, oh, we got somebody from Quito.
Hola.
Kieber. Hola. So I don't understand. 7 more people.
7 billion more people.
Oh. It's like, what? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of people. There's the billion part.
Yeah, there's a lot more people now than there was 100 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We're all in this together, like we like to say, and that's why we want to keep doing these chats and hang out with you guys, and we can all commiserate together.
Yeah.
And hopefully keep each other positive.
Yep.
So has anybody come up with any new and creative things to do? JP did origami once.
Yeah.
Are you sensing a thing here? I'm gonna give you shit right now.
All I do is work. That's what I guess that's what I enjoy doing.
You did origami once and you did Tai Chi once. You have done your stretching a couple times. I'll give you that.
And I make bread every day.
Yeah, that's why I have to be working out so I still will fit into my clothes when we decide to go, when we can go back to the beach.
Yeah.
That damn bread.
The most dangerous food on the planet is bread fresh from the oven. We can't stop eating it.
Hola, Luis from Los Rios. I hope there are not more dogs being abandoned. I hope not. I don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe somebody in Cuenca. You guys have a different situation in Cuenca. I saw a lot. It seems like there was a lot of dogs that got abandoned in Cuenca. Here, it's kind of hard to tell, honestly, because there's so many dogs that just roam.
Yeah, most of the dogs roam freely. They're free-range dogs and cats.
Yes, and chickens.
And chickens.
We saw roosters too. I mean, they're And peacocks. JP showed you guys peacocks in one of the videos. There's a wide variety of fowl here, of birds. Hello from Tulsa.
Hola.
Hola.
Wow, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Did Tulsa get any tornadoes? I haven't watched the news much, but I know that there was a lot of tornadoes. Or was that Tennessee? I'm not sure where those tornadoes hit. JP, you got called a breadhead.
Breadhead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Warren and Julie, I've been reading about that too. That's so awesome that in the they were saying that in the U.S. the dogs and cats, I assume, are being adopted like crazy so that people have companions. I hope that people form true attachments and bonds with those pets and don't end up giving them back after the quarantine. That is so awesome.
Yeah. Somebody asked if we miss Cuenca. No, I mean we do. We miss our friends. We miss all of our friends in Cuenca, but we really like it here. We like the community. We feel like we're part of it already, and we miss being able to go out to our Indian restaurant.
Teddy and Laura said that's Playa de Oro. Yes, we do miss our Indian restaurant, and we really miss Chinu and Aben. They said they have their pet food bagging days, delivery days, waiting for pet food days, and boredom days.
Yeah,
that kind of sounds like us. We have our recording days, our work days, and then our time when we get a little bored. Mostly just because we're doing the same thing over and over again. We love doing all of this, and we love doing our videos. So it's been exciting to do the fundraising and then to go out and learn more about what the volunteers are doing, and the dog folks and the cat folks and everybody. And like I said earlier, it's been cool to see how many other groups are out there organizing their own fundraisers to help people up and down the coast and all over. It's awesome. Very cool.
Trying to read through.
I know you got really quiet. Sorry, we just stopped talking for a second. We had dead air. So, Darlene, I think Chino and Aben are fine. They're just hanging out. You know, they just like everybody else, they don't have a lot going on.
We did a WhatsApp call, video call with Chinu and Abby the other day, and they're all smiles, just like always. But they were in the restaurant, but they said they hadn't had any orders in 2 days. So if you're in Cuenca, order some Indian food.
Yeah.
We our Indian restaurant here just noticed that they're closed until the 25th, I think, or 26th.
Yeah, I think the 25th.
I think the main issue with them is they've just had a hard time finding food. So, you know, it's like, how are you going to deliver orders if you can't find the food you use to make your orders? So.
Agreed. That does make it a bit tough. I just hope that the consistency with the fruit and vegetable deliveries continues.
Yeah, it's really, really nice that we've had good selection lately.
Yes, we do appreciate that quite a bit. I even found black-eyed peas at one of the stores here. I was shocked.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever seen them here. So that was a nice surprise. I wonder if we can grow those. I bet you we can. They must come from somewhere.
Black-eyed peas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pocas negras?
I'm guessing you can just put them in the dirt.
We'll find out.
This water celebration, that's Carnival, and I don't think they really did much, because was that before this started?
You know, I don't know.
It was like, remember we saw a few people getting phoned here.
Yeah.
So that was like a week or two before the quarantine.
It was really chill here.
It was really calm. We didn't get hit with a single water balloon or squirt gun. I was very happy about that.
Yeah. Cuenca gets a little wild and crazy, especially in Parque Calderon. But we were not there. We actually avoid that because it gets a little too crazy sometimes and people get pickpocketed.
Yeah. We don't have any plans to move back to the U.S. I couldn't afford health care there. Unfortunately, my back is a pre-existing condition, and they charge way too much money for health care. So even if we have to Ecuador for any reason, we would probably not go back to the U.S.
I'm going to wait.
You can just ignore those, Amelia. It's just a buffering thing.
Oh, never mind. We have not had any hurricanes. I don't know. Are there hurricanes?
No, there are
here?
no hurricanes here. We have tropical, what do they call those? Typhoons.
Oh, yeah, typhoons.
It's in the Pacific, and they start out that way. But we don't have hurricanes here. They start here and go that way. No hurricanes.
No hurricanes. And we do feel safe here.
Yeah, we do.
People are friendly.
The scariest part is that we don't have a hospital here.
Mhm.
So if we got really sick, I don't know what we would do. There's no respirators in this area. We have an urgent care clinic in Mongrel Alto, which is not equipped to deal with anything like this. They deal mostly with ocean injuries and broken bones and stitches and that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't know what we would do. That's the scariest part, is that if somebody gets really sick, there's just nowhere to go here. But other than that, we're thankful to be away from the epicenter of this outbreak.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. So, JP, somebody asked, where was that? Charles wants to know, do you remember what language Ravi speaks?
It is Tamil Nadu. He's from Tamil Nadu.
I'm so impressed that you actually know these things. I can't remember. I know they're not from Kerala, but they're in the southern area.
Yeah, they're in the state that's just east of Kerala.
Yeah, it's such an incredible melting pot. Even in this little tiny village of Olone, there's so many people from all over the world here. I think it's just so cool.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool.
Yeah, we love it.
Somebody asked if I like ceviches. We're vegan, so we don't eat fish, but they do have vegan ceviches, and those are delicious.
They are delicious. You should make some. You can make it with hearts of palm and
yeah.
Didn't Paul make it
Powell
with
made ceviche for
with
us.
Monte?
Yeah, Cafe Libre.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had plant-based ceviche, and it was amazing.
Yeah, he's very talented. Darlene, Bollywood, we love those Bollywood movies
I know.
too. So you guys, oh my gosh. So we went to the wedding last year. It's almost been a year now. And there's, Emmy's family is really large, and he posted a video, or somebody posted a video of the cousins doing the wedding celebration, and they all practice and learn these dances. And it just brought such a huge smile to our faces because they're so fun, and I just love all the views. It's super fun. If you get the opportunity to go, you will not regret it. We're very grateful. We loved Southern India.
Yeah.
We haven't been to Northern India, but we absolutely loved Kerala, and we would go back.
Mm-hmm.
It was the plan before all this craziness
we had already
happened.
talked about a return trip with Chino and Ebby, but we're not sure when or if that will happen now.
It will someday. Things will get back to normal. It may be a different looking normal than it was before, but
yeah. Alan, yes, Ecuador does have earthquakes. We're on the Ring of Fire.
oh yeah.
It's a big ring that goes all the way around the Pacific Ocean.
There's
So
been-
up to California, Alaska, Japan, New Zealand, and then all the way up Chile to here. So it's a big circle, and there are earthquakes along the entire circle.
When we were at Villa de los Sueños, that was like a year and a half ago, that was our first real earthquake we experienced. And it went on for a while.
Yeah.
It was crazy. We all hightailed it out of there.
Yeah.
We were on, what is that, the fourth floor?
Fifth floor. Well, it depends on, they start counting at 0 here. So it's piso cuatro, but it's the 5th floor. And it was a rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out of there fast enough.
At first, I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, this is an earthquake.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. And then there's a volcano not too far from Cuenca that's been shooting up ash every once in a while. I saw that there was ash in the air maybe again a couple weeks ago.
Mm.
Maybe anybody from Cuenca, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I read that somewhere. So who knew? And there's a lot of volcanoes here. You just don't think about them erupting, you know?
I guess that's what volcanoes do, though.
Yes, I guess they do.
We haven't seen or heard about sharks here.
Yeah, I know.
I know they're in the Galapagos, but I haven't seen any here.
Yeah, does anybody know anybody in the local area? Do we have sharks?
Yeah, do we need to watch out for sharks?
Let's hope not.
The beach is really shallow and really wide.
Darlene says she always sees sharks.
So Kev Hart says, yes, we do.
Oh,
What kind of sharks are they? We haven't.
are they like little baby sharks?
Yeah, they're friendly sharks.
Yeah. They're not like Jaws. Wow, did not know that. Oh, and hola, Kev from Ontario. Hope you're doing well. And hola, Mark from Alaska. How will the people care? Oh, Mark, there seems to be plenty of water.
Yeah, we're in a tropical what do they call that?
I don't know.
Usually it rains here a lot. It just hasn't rained in like a month, which is really unusual. So hopefully it rains, but they have public water supply here.
Yeah, so I don't think that'll be a problem.
And there's rivers. The rivers still have water in them, but it hasn't rained a lot. It's really dry right now.
So somebody said hammerheads. Really? Wow. They must be way out there. Not like where I'm going to be surfing when we can go back out and surf.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm in shallow part too because I'm a beginner.
Well, take care, Kev.
Yeah.
Hope you get better soon.
Yes, I'm sorry to hear that. Hang in there.
Yeah. Just keep in mind that most people recover from this. So
Yes.
Just take care of yourself and do what the doctor tells you.
Yes. Craig says, wow. Says every once in a while a fisherman will catch a 6 to 8 foot shark.
Yes, I saw that. That's scary. Thanks. Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, you guys. Well, I guess that's one way of keeping us from pining for the ocean.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop
I
me.
have been diving. I used to scuba dive, and I dove with sharks a lot, but it feels different somehow when you're in the water and with them, and they kind of ignore you. But if your head is above water and they're below the water, it's something scarier about the not knowing if they're around.
Yeah, until they bite you in the leg. Should we watch Jaws?
No.
Yeah, there's little teeny tiny little jellyfish.
No, those are Portuguese man of wars.
But there's some sort of stinging-like creature. Somebody posted on Facebook something similar to the ones that we saw, but they had like a ring of blue all around them. So, anyway. Ooh. Craig said that it's not that big, it's mostly tail. Craig, 6 to 8 feet is bigger than me. So in my mind, that's big. I don't want to run into a sea creature that's larger than myself.
Yeah. I would say at low tide, Wayne, maybe somebody else who has measured tide during a full moon, we've even seen it come up into the street by the alone sign. It's come up under the alone sign before.
So Kristen said in the video we released the other day, there were more people out. Yeah, there does seem like, I don't know if there's just more people in the area lately. We've heard that people have come from elsewhere, I'm not sure where, or if more people are out just because there's been more food available, maybe. I don't know. But no, the restrictions have not been lifted.
No, I think just more people are just out. Although we haven't seen a single person walk by since we started our live stream today.
No, it's been pretty chill.
So you're not supposed to be out, but
I guess the loudspeaker and the exclamation point was effective.
Yeah, we have seen people walking on the beach when we are walking over to the Oloncito Supermercado, but you're not supposed to be on the beach.
Yeah, just a few.
We walk Daisy around our little neighborhood here in the morning so that she gets her walk, and we don't go outside the neighborhood, but we can see the ocean, and we usually see people running and on the beach.
Yeah,
sometimes people swimming in the ocean.
But it's a handful.
Yeah, it's like 6 people.
Yeah,
usually.
We haven't seen large groups or anything like that. I would say for the most part, people are really behaving themselves and being careful. At least I certainly hope so. We don't want anybody getting sick, obviously.
Yeah.
What's a tango cookie, Marcos? I love cookies.
Yeah.
Another thing I cannot overeat on are also I will not be able to squeeze into my swimsuit. So, and surfing lessons and alone costs. How much did I
It was
pay?
$25 for a private lesson.
And that was like 2 hours.
And that included la tabla,
Yes.
the surfboard.
And let me tell you, was it a full 2 hours? He said it's basically as long as I could keep going, it would be like anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. I think I may have made it 2 hours before I was completely wiped out. It's tiring. So much fun. What?
Yeah, it was. You were worn out.
I was worn out. So Hill Country Hick wants to know is, yeah, Darlene, I'm sorry. I hear that. That's all I do too is work and eat. That's why I have to make sure I throw in some exercise so I don't go crazy. So the community garden, oh yeah, we were going to talk about that. So the way they're doing the community, they go and, I don't know, grow some seeds or trade seeds or donate.
What he said is they either have to donate work or organic material.
Yeah.
So they have to donate like kitchen scraps to the compost pile or seeds or seedlings.
Yeah. So everybody that wants to, reap the benefits has to put something in. And for some people, like JP said, that maybe that's all they can do, especially the elderly.
Yeah. They have kitchen scraps. Everybody has kitchen scraps and they're trying to use composting instead of fertilizer.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. We love that.
Yeah, it was really cool to learn what their plans were and what they're planning on growing, and that they also want to do all of those fruit trees, which are already here, but they just haven't been tended to properly. So now they're going to put much more of an effort into taking care of those trees, and it's going to be really cool to see how this progresses. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I'll take Minnie over there in the next week or two and get some aerial footage of the community garden.
So we have talked to other expats, and it seems like everybody's doing okay. We, kind of see them from afar, and where everyone's just kind of hanging in there. Everyone's waiting, just like everybody else. We're all just waiting for this to be over so we can go out and enjoy the incredible area we live in and each other's company face to face. That's what I was telling the volunteers. I like that one. The volunteers, I can't wait to actually get to hang out with them without their masks on, so we can really know what everybody looks like.
It's going to be a while.
I know.
Because even after the curfews and stuff are lifted, they're still telling us we need to wear masks for a while.
Well, it's understandable. I mean, until they get this under control and they want to, have a vaccine, it's going to be the new normal. But gosh, think about that. So how's that going to work then if you have a restaurant? I mean, you can't have people wearing masks in a restaurant. So I guess that means the restaurants just won't be open.
You have to pull down.
Or what do you do if you want to go to the beach or to the park?
You can't swim. You can't swim with a mask. At least not over your face.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be weird. Yeah, and like JP said, he's really trying to get everybody to do the air high fives. So no hugs.
I'm
no
fine
kisses.
with that. I think my ancestors must have survived a plague because my personal bubble is a minimum of 3 feet on a good day. And so I'm totally fine with the air fives. I'm not a big fan of touching people. So
that was a really interesting cultural difference that we were not prepared for when we moved to Cuenca, is that everybody comes up and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
And it's every single person. So like when I would go to my dance classes, for example, and I see these girls every week and they come in and it's like, hola, hola, hola.
Everybody
hola.
Gets a personal greeting.
It's like down the line.
Yeah, and I never got used to it, and now I know why. I think that my ancestors probably survived a plague, and now it's like part of my genetic wiring that I don't like being touched. I don't like being close to people. That's coming in handy now.
Yeah. JP, embrace the social distancing.
I'm embracing the social distancing.
Yeah, Lucy, you're right. You have to put more space, I guess. You just can't have people right on top of each other. And I would imagine they're going to have to go through a lot more rigorous cleaning. I
was 52. Should be 52 probably before this quarantine's over.
Don't say that. That's another 3 months. Oh, quit being a negative Nancy.
I'm 29. I'm 48 actually. 48 years young.
Yes. It's such a weird reality because I feel like in my head I'm in my 20s, but then I was trying to do some burpees today. I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts my knee. Damn it. Yeah, because your knees just don't last forever. Anyway.
Yep. I think it's about time to wrap it up, Amelia.
Oh, is it that
it's
time?
over an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all
thank
for
you guys. Yeah, thank you guys all for coming to our live stream, our Groundhog Day live stream today.
Yes. It's always fun hanging out with you guys. I'm definitely not as chatty today.
Yeah, neither of us are feeling the mojo today. We're not as energized or in as good a mood today.
I'm not in a bad mood, but maybe it's because the sun's not out.
Yeah, it's too cloudy today. So, all right, you can stop reading the comments because we can't answer anymore.
Okay, all right. Everyone, take good care of yourselves.
Yeah, please remember to subscribe, and the donation buttons are active again on our website, helping raise more money to help feed the people and the fur babies of Alone and this whole stretch of coast in Ecuador. Everybody needs help, and we're doing our best to raise money so that the volunteers and also the other people, the other heads of the food drives and the animal rescues have money to buy food to give to people.
Yes.
So if you guys can, if you're in a financial situation that allows you to do that, that would be great. The links are at the very top of our homepage, amelianjp.com, and I'll put that in the description as well.
Yep, and don't forget, air high five.
Air high five. All right, guys, we'll see you all in our next video. We had a lot of fun hanging out.
Yes, thank you all so much.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao.